So you know what? I figured this would be an interesting debate given that the series is coming up in just 2 days here. And look, on the surface, all the Habs fans, they're going to come out, they're going to say, oh, this isn't even a question. Carey Price, number 31, give him to me. But then, Vegas fans and honestly hockey fans around the league, you'd be surprised how many would pick Marc-Andre Fleury. I think a lot of them would pick him, seriously, man. So it's worth having a discussion. Who's better? And by that, I mean, who would you take on your team right now? And the more you think about it, the tougher a question it becomes. Because on the surface, I know most people will probably say, oh, give me Carey Price. But if you think about it, Fleury's got 2 cups, okay? Fleury, honestly, he came to an expansion franchise, face of the franchise, and very rarely has Fleury let his play dipped. Like, we've seen Price, and look, with Price, I really think it's a case of during the regular season, he falls asleep a little bit because the games don't have as much importance, but as soon as there's some pressure, it's a big game with things on the line, I think that's when Price really comes to play. But Fleury is Mr. Consistency. Game 1 to Game 82, and then Game 1 of the playoffs to Game 7 of the playoffs, Fleury is going to be the same pretty much. And yes, he's due to let in a couple of muffins and the rebounds get kicked out a bit more than you would like, but Fleury is a top-class goaltender, and I think this is a very interesting discussion, and I think it's close, okay? Because they have 2 very different styles. Price is very set, very calm, and very technical with his movements. Whereas Fleury, dude, Fleury sometimes it gets to a point where it's like whatever you gotta do to stop the puck and make sure it doesn't hit the back of the net. Fleury, he'll throw the acrobatic moves, the flashy glove, or, you know, the pad stack even sometimes. I've seen Fleury do it. Like, Fleury's got some showtime in him. Whereas Carey, you'll see it, but very, very, very rarely. He's very technical, calm, cool, and collected with his style. And this is going to be a very interesting goaltending duel, and I love seeing these ones. God, this is going to be such a great series. But in the regular season here, Carey Price, in 25 games, 901 save percentage. That's not very good. For me, a goalie, I would say you need to shoot for anything above 910 if you're a starter. So 901, honestly, that's bordering on plain old bad. But Carey, again, like I said, sometimes the regular season for him, because it doesn't mean too much, he's not gonna give it all you got. Like, he's not gonna mail it in, but he's not gonna be playoff Price in the regular season, obviously. But get this, in the playoffs, all of a sudden, Carey Price is a 935 save percentage goaltender. That's ridiculous. Like, that is amazing for a goaltender, those numbers there. And dude, the GAA 1.97, again, that's really, really good in 11 games played. So playoff Price is a real thing. We know about it. And to me, this is why people would take him. I know he's got a Hart Trophy from 2015. He's won a bunch of awards. He got the Olympic gold in 2014 in Sochi, was a huge part of that between the pipes. But to me, if you're getting Price, you're getting him not to win you the President's Trophy. You're getting Carey Price to give you great playoff goaltending, to try to get you through the playoffs, because honestly, that's what he does best. Fleury, on the other hand, dude, this guy, I mean, like I said before, Mr. Consistency. He had an absolutely unreal season. So the Golden Knights, they go out and they sign Robin Leonard to a big contract, and they basically tell him, you're our guy now, Fleury, we're going to try to trade you. And then Fleury comes to them like, no, I'll be the backup goaltender. He actually said that at the beginning of the season. I'll be the backup goaltender. I don't care. And Fleury comes out here, plays out of his mind. And it basically forces the Golden Knights to make him the #1 goaltender again. And by the way, the disrespect on Marc-Andre Fleury's name from the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, how could you do that to him? Of course he's your #1 goalie. And the same thing happened to him in Pittsburgh. Okay, when Matt Murray won those cups for them, the disrespect they were putting on Fleury's name. And look how that ended up for them. Now they got Tristan Jarry, who lost them the playoffs there against the Islanders. So, hey, did it work out great for you, Pittsburgh, or what? And yeah, you can come out and tell me that Matt Murray won those 2 Stanley Cups for Pittsburgh in 2016 and 17, and you're right about that. But I would argue that that team was so sick in 2016 and in 2017, I think they would have won the cup with Fleury between the pipes. I truly do, and that's just my opinion. Because personally, I think Fleury is a much better goaltender than Matt Murray is. Just full stop right there. And now in the playoffs, Marc-Andre Fleury, 12 games, a .923 save percentage, 1.91 goals against average. So again, him too, he's having an incredible playoff run, playing really great for the Golden Knights. And like I said, we've seen it throughout the playoffs even here. Sometimes he lets in the odd muffin, okay? But he comes back after that and he's rock solid. He won't let in 2 muffins in a game. It'll be 1 tops. It's not going to turn into a bakery in the Vegas Golden Knights defensive zone. So that's one thing you can rely on with number 29. And honestly, that's why I said it's not an easy one, but come on, you know who I'm going to go with. It's Carey Price. To me, and this is a controversial take with guys like Vasilevsky and even Fleury who are in the mix now, I still think Carey Price is the best goaltender in the world, just because when he gets to his ceiling, when he's playing at the top of his game, it's better than anyone else's top game. Okay, better than Vasilevsky, in my opinion. If you want to throw a name like Connor Hellebuck in Winnipeg, we saw what Carey Price just did against him, and honestly, it wasn't close. And I know the team in front of him makes a huge difference, but to me, while Hellebuck did make some big saves, I still think Price was better, truly. And then if you want to throw another name like Tuukka Rask with the Boston Bruins, I still think Price is better than that. So that's just my semi-controversial opinion. I think Carey Price is still the best goalie in the world, and he's the one I would take. And they asked the players, and this is, 6-7 years removed from his Hart Trophy when he was the MVP, and he's had some rough moments since then, and the players still said, 1 game, who do you want between your pipes? Carey Price. So that tells you everything you need to know from the players. And tell me what you guys would say in the comments down below. Who would you take between Fleury and Price? This is going to be fun and a really interesting storyline to watch in this 3rd round series. And for more stuff like this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, the whole deal. I'll see you in the next one.